So I don't know if any of you are geography geeks, but if you're not, let's geek out for a minute. Terra Australis was a hypothetical continent that appeared on maps from the 15th to about the 18th century, prior to the discovery of the real, though much smaller and colder, Antarctica. Okay? So I'm fascinated by this transformation, and I'll read 3 poems. And so these poems are all sort of mourning the loss of places, people, and things that maybe we never truly had in the first place. And none of them have titles, so sorry. So this first one is, it's actually an apostrophe to this imaginary continent. Oh, Terra Australis, you beckon me back every night. You visit me when I'm washing up for bed, when engaged in verbal intercourse with my wife. Those 2 years I spent scoping you, mapping and remapping your terrain, I was in no hurry. Now they define you by what you're not, Antarctica, not bare. I could not bear to leave you, but leave I did. And since those days I hear another upstart trekked across you shore to cold interior alone and without aid in 39 days. Whew. It's a new world record. They heard him coming at the polar base, shouting at someone he called Pig! Pig! Nonetheless, alone. But that's how he stayed sane, dubbed his sled the Pig. A traveling companion. As you have become mine, as I write you from another hemisphere. My wife asks less frequently these days if I remember you. And I've misplaced my photos, my scenic scrapbook. Friends probe, seeing me safe among my books and charts, composed and certain. When will you go and see it firsthand? You've been mulling the thought for years. Yes, mulling. The grounds steeped in my cup. They don't know that I've already been, that I return to you at nightfall. Next poem. I lost my land, Terra Australis, to a tectonic shift. The ravenous ocean trench swallowed the plateau whole, plunged mountains into islands while seafloor spread between. Still, I believe a remnant survived, and yet remain in concealed undersea piazzas, a submarine plane gazing overhead at their watery sky. I lost my voice along the way, volume fading till only hiss and croak remained. I write the words I cannot say, but fail to make them sing, lip sync along to those who've kept their chords intact and binding voice to lungs. I mouth my version of the psalmist's lament. By the rivers of Rock Island I sat and wept. How can I sing my song of a sea-buried land? I lost my mentor, rest his soul, but still he comes to see me. I watch him walk the streets, see him on the news. Sometimes he wears faces not his own, but I recognize his height, his head, clean-shaven, scalp to chin. His animated limbs, I annotate his letters to the world, fain they're meant for me. And I lost my sight from staring sunward each day's break, lost focus, squinting the flat horizon, eyeing specks of white. Cumulus accumulates into a mountain range. Fog descends, unlucky clouds pinned to peaks. Perched, I imagine a sheer cliff, the unseen ground miles below my feet. Everywhere a height I cannot scale. I lost my land, that once known land. But rumors say it stands beneath the fathomed deep. I try to picture it and can't. Pretend it never was. This is my last one. This is for my wife and kids who couldn't be here tonight. And what if we got there at last, having bested those bumpy westward miles, 2,000 trans-Pacific leagues running steady at 24 knots, and finally an auto ride to that blessed destination? What if we landed the life we always wanted? Enchanted Leopold Forest, a plot of dirt and time to till it, brambles of wild blackberries, a cheery hearth, hard planks underfoot, sanded and stained. What if we four, with a fifth knitting himself into existence, formed an expat pocket, fit a single pew? What if friends from former lives paid us a visit of no awkward exchanges, no second guessing, or even first, and we could show them our progress? That hypothetical little one, our homespun home. What if, all this fulfilled, we still couldn't bear to stay? Thank you so much.